Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine.
My name is Yunita Adrianti, and I will be the guide of today's tour.
Okay, nice to meet you, Nita.
Nice to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon. May I ask for the tour voucher? Thank you. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon, based on the tour voucher, now we are going to go for one-day tour at Sawan Regency. So this tour is called Sawan Beloved Trek. This is a full-day tour which takes about 9 hours. So the tour includes visiting 2 tourism villages at Lemuke Village and also Bebetin Village, as well as visiting a natural attraction at Sekumpul Waterfall. If everyone is ready, should we go now?
Wait, let's go.
Okay, let's go. The car is over there. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon, first we will see the view of rice terrace at Lemuke Village. It takes about 30 minutes to reach this destination. After that, we will continue to explore Sekumpul Waterfall. In the afternoon, we will have lunch at Sekumpul Restaurant and Spice. After having lunch, we will continue to the last destination. It is the tourism village at Bebetin Village. First, we are leaving to Lemuke Village. So Lemuke Village is located in a hilly area. So the wide expanse of terraced rice field and also the many large trees make the atmosphere of Lemuke Village is beautiful. This atmosphere is very suitable for the traveler who like the beauty and the coolness of nature. There are also many photo spots here. So photo spots on the side of the cliff. These photo spots are very strategic because they have a view of the beautiful forest and also the cliff. After visiting the rice terrace, we will continue to visit the photo spots to take some photos there. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon, we are close already to Lemuke Village. As I said before, we will start by exploring the beauty of the rice terrace. After that, we will walk to the photo spots on the side of the cliff for about 15 minutes. So you have 2.5 hours to explore Lemuke Village. After 2.5 hours, we will continue to the Sekumpul Waterfall. So make sure to bring your camera. Alright, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon, welcome to Lemuke Village. So, if you want to use restroom, just let me know. I will take you to get the nearest restroom around here. Well, because we will walk in exploring Lemuke Village, our driver will wait for us at the parking area of the photo spot that we are going to visit. As I said before, you have 2.5 hours here. We will back to our car at 10 a.m. So Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon, enjoy the nature of the Lemuke Village and take your time in this beautiful nature. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon, how was your feeling when exploring Lemuke Village?
Yeah, I'm so tired, but it's so amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing because of the beautiful nature, right? So now we are going to Sekumpul Waterfall. It takes about 15 minutes. So Sekumpul Waterfall is a very special natural attraction because of its location, and also it takes extra effort to reach this location. Because to get to the Sekumpul Waterfall, you have to travel through a lot of slippery stairs, and also you have to cross the river to see the waterfall up close. But all of this effort will be paid off with the beauty of the waterfall. What you can do in this waterfall is you can swim in the natural pool, so make sure to prepare your needs for swimming. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon, we are close already to Sekumpul Waterfall. As I said before, to reach the waterfall, we have to walk through the slippery stairs, and also we have to cross the river for about 15 minutes. So you have 1 hour and 15 minutes there. After that, we will back to the parking area using the same road, and it takes 15 minutes as well. Make sure to bring your camera and also your needs for swimming. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Jungwon, our car will park here, and now we are going to the waterfall, and it takes 15 minutes to walk to the waterfall, as I said before. And do you already bring your camera or your needs for swimming?
Yes.
Okay, good. After exploring Skumpul Waterfall, we will back to the parking area using the same route, and it takes about 15 minutes as well. Then at 11:30 a.m. we will continue to have lunch at Skumpul Restaurant and Spice. Okay, please be careful because the stairs are very slippery. Okay, let's go. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Yumpon, how was Skumpul Waterfall?
Oh, yo, it's messy.
Yes, that's amazing. Alright, now we are leaving to Skumpul Restaurant and Spice. We will have lunch there with a beautiful rural atmosphere. So we will have Balinese cuisine as the main menu of today's lunch, such as steamed rice, Balinese fried chicken with onion chili peppers, Balinese soup made from chayat, so it is something like pumpkin, and they have also fruit juice. If I'm not mistaken, they have apple, watermelon, melon, pineapple, and also tomato juice. If you want the menu besides their main menu, they will prepare fried rice and also spaghetti and pasta. As a dessert, we will have a typical Balinese cake filled with palm sugar and sprinkled with grated coconut. Okay, that's for the menu. But I will tell you, if you want additional menu besides the menu I mentioned before, for example like soft drink or any snack, you have to pay for additional fee. Okay. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Jumpon, you don't like any spicy food, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, that's okay. You can still order the menu as I mentioned before. Then I will tell the restaurant for your request. Okay. After having lunch, we will continue to our last destination. It is the tourism village at Bebetin Village at 1 p.m. Okay. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon, now we arrive at the restaurant. Welcome to Skumpul Restaurant and Spice. Okay, you can choose any table that you want, but if I can recommend, the table over there is very strategic because you can see a very beautiful view while eating. All of you already have a seat?
Yes.
Okay, if you want to use toilet, the toilet is over there. Okay, because all of you already have a seat, the waiter are going to take your order now. For Mr. Jumpon, you can also order the menu. I already tell the waiters about your dietary requirement. Alright, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon, have all additional extras already served?
Yes.
Alright, now we will continue to Bebetin Village. Before we get in the car to continue to Bebetin Village, if you want to use restroom, the restroom is over there. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon, we arrived at Sanggar Kesenian Widya Kusuma at Bebetin Village. Let's enter the building. So they will give us welcoming drink and then direct us to have seat to watch their performance. And we will back to our car at 15:30 p.m. Then we will back to our resort. Enjoy your time here. Alright, Mr. and Mrs. Jumpon, now we arrive back at the resort. For the next trip will be held tomorrow, start from 8 a.m. with the same tour. It is Sawan Beloved Trek, but we will explore different destinations. Alright, thank you very much for joining us for today's tour. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow.
Okay, see you. Thank you, Nita.